Welcome back. Well, unfortunately, most of us know a couple that just doesn't fit together, and many times that problem can start when the guy tries to rescue that damsel in distress. Relationship expert and author of Date Like a CEO, Nina Atwood, has tips on how to break that cycle. Welcome, Nina. And you know, I think this is something that as I said, we've all seen in relationships. You don't really want to be the girl who needs rescuing. And if you're a guy, do you really want to be the one doing all the rescuing? Shouldn't it be more even?
Right, it should be. And you know, with guys, there tend to be three ways they rescue that really don't work. One is the financial savior.
Sure.
You know, have you ever seen the guy who thinks writing a check for the girl who can never pay her rent and who can't balance a checkbook and is deeply in debt? He thinks that is going to fix it.
Yes.
But it really doesn't, because there are much deeper issues. When someone has severe financial issues, there are usually very significant emotional issues under that, and he can't fix that. That's a Band-Aid on a broken arm.
And that's not good for her either, though, you know, because
no, it isn't.
oftentimes they'll write a check in lieu of, you know, being emotionally connected or being, you know, and so it's kind of empty for her too.
But a lot of women marry men because they do want him paying for it.
Well,
I mean, come on, look at the old guy with the young girl on the arm.
Yeah, and you know, it doesn't work for women either, because if women just look at statistics and realize the significant risk is someday you will have to support yourself, so you better learn how now.
Yeah.
That might be a good idea.
And in some situations, the man does everything, then he dies, and the woman can't fill out a check, can't buy a car, she doesn't know how to do anything.
Can't even do basic life things.
And there's other types of rescuing that's not just financial. I mean, sometimes it's just a really nice guy who just loves to help out and who loves to kind of be the hero and, you know, kill the bug and screw in the light bulb.
Right.
But can that be almost... I don't want to use the word like daddying his wife, but like can almost, you know, what's the problem that can happen from a guy that's too, like, I'll do it for you, honey, I'll save the day and
well, you know, those are great examples. Screwing in the light bulb and killing the bug are fine, because guys do like to be helpful. Honey, let me take your car in.
But does it almost enable a woman to be helpless to some degree?
When a guy thinks he can swoop in and help a woman who's deeply depressed, terribly anxious, can't hold down a job, you know, all of her relationships are bad in her life, he can't help that. That's inside out work. And she has to do that work, not him.
What about like the pretty woman syndrome, where, you know, the guy goes in and tries to rescue the girl who's made some bad career choices?
That's a nice way. That's a very kind way of saying that. You know, what a fantasy movie. I mean, we all love that movie because it's Julia Roberts and Richard Gere, and they're so fantastic.
But nobody wants to be the prostitute.
It's a total fantasy. No one wants that or aspires to that.
It's all a trade out.
It is.
It's all a trade out.
But it shouldn't be. It should be about love.
And some of it is not bad. We're making it out to be bad, and it's not all bad.
We're talking about a continuum. On one end is light bulbs and bugs.
Right.
On the other end is thinking you can take an addict and fix her by loving her. You can't do that.
Right.
But what about somewhere in the middle where maybe a guy is more of a nurturer? Like that's his nature to be that nurturer and to kind of.
I think both people should be nurturers.
I
think really great relationships are two people who want to look out for each other.
That's it.
But if you need saving, then you probably should wait a while before you get in a relationship, because you're not really ready for prime time when you need to be saved by someone else.
And if you're the person that needs to be saved, are you the one that just can't figure out how to be alone, how to just do it on your own, and how to, where you always feel like the man is going to fill that empty, you know?
Yeah, sometimes it's not really knowing yourself well enough. You haven't done the inside out work that you need to put your life on track. And so what guys need to do is have a vision for their life that's about attracting someone who can be a real partner. Someone who doesn't need rescuing, someone who you can be there for, but who doesn't need to be saved in any kind of way. Make sure your values line up. You know, what about choosing someone in that kind of a way? Having a little leadership in your life is the way I talk to men about it. That's what dating like a CEO is. You have a vision, you have a plan and a goal, and you work toward it. And it's to have a great partner. It's to marry up.
It's so clinical to me. It's just like, check one.
Well, you said it was a business deal, that it was not a business deal, but a trade-off.
It is a trade-off. And it's like if the guy wants to, if he feels good about helping you do something but he loves your cooking, you see what I'm saying? It's a swap. It's a trade-off.
That's over on that other end of the continuum. That's that end that you want to be on.
That's the end.
It's the little things in life that you want to do for each other.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not, I'm going to save you from yourself, because no one can do that.
You can't save somebody else.
Yeah.
That's really the bottom line, isn't
That's
it?
what the bottom line is.
Okay, Nina will be back with us in our second hour to share insight into how men can take the lead in relationships, and it is a win-win for everybody in that situation. And more Table Talk coming up next. Stay with us.